Stop whatever you're doing right now and imagine this with me. Your mind is like a delicate reward system, a complex mechanism where dopamine acts as the currency regulating pleasure, motivation, and focus. This tiny chemical molecule is the fuel that moves us, that makes every action worthwhile. It's what makes us feel alive and engaged. But here's the hard truth. Today, most of us live with dopamine-saturated brains, bombarded by instant stimuli that, instead of pushing us forward, leave us drowning in distractions, procrastination, and a constant, nagging dissatisfaction that never seems to go away. And I'm not just talking to you. I lived this cycle intensely for years without even realizing I was letting my own life slip through my fingers while desperately chasing that next quick hit of pleasure and stimulation. This is a silent trap that devours our energy, clarity, and willpower. It's a tough truth to face, but a vital one if you want real change. Dopamine itself isn't the villain. When manipulated excessively, it stops being an ally and turns into an enemy. This manipulation happens every day invisibly, through social media that traps us in endless scrolling, games that release rapid bursts of reward, short videos that trigger our brains every few seconds, notifications that steal our attention, processed foods that mess with our brain chemistry, and constant consumption of instant gratification that seems to fill a void but only deepens the hunger for more. You might think you're in control, that you're the one making the choices, but the reality is your brain is stuck in a vicious cycle, a Ferris wheel of craving more, and never feeling satisfied. That's the real reason so many people feel like they're wasting their lives. I've been there. I used to start my day grabbing my phone in bed, scrolling for hours through content that added nothing to my life. My focus evaporated, productivity plummeted, and the feeling of being lost just grew heavier. The energy I had seemed to drain away, and the guilt for not living the life I wanted crushed me. I knew I could be better, do better, but I didn't know where to start or how to break free from that distraction bubble. That's when I started searching for answers. I dove deep into dopamine, neuroscience, habits, meditation, and digital fasting. I tested protocols, read studies, experimented with every method I could find to regain control. And here's what I learned. There's no magic button, no instant fix that flips your life overnight. But there is a path, a complete integrated protocol that goes far beyond simply cutting down on phone use or screen time. It's a true transformation that starts in the mind, flows through the body, and reaches deep into the soul. And I want to share this path with you because I truly believe if I did it, you can too. The first step, and for many, the hardest, is admitting there's a problem. Understanding that dopamine isn't the enemy, but that excessive instant stimuli create a deep imbalance in your brain. Accepting that your reward system is crying out for help, overwhelmed and needing a reset. Most importantly, accepting that recovery means facing discomfort. Detoxing from dopamine is not a pleasant process. At first, you'll feel boredom, anxiety, irritation, even a sense of loss and emptiness. But that discomfort is the unavoidable price for reclaiming control over your mind and your life. In my protocol, the initial step was drastically reducing what drained my dopamine the most: my phone. Not just a casual "I'll use it less," a conscious, planned shutdown. I turned off notifications, deleted apps that trapped me, limited use to specific time windows, and set my phone to airplane mode during parts of the day. At first, my brain screamed for more stimuli. It was an internal battle, a constant fight against the urge to check the phone every second. But I resisted. Over time, the anxiety faded, and to my surprise, mental clarity returned. The fog lifted, replaced by a new, quiet space where I could truly think. At the same time, I adopted what I call a digital fast. Long, scheduled periods completely disconnected. No phone, no computer, no TV, far from the constant noise of the connected world. It was brutal at first, feeling like everyone else was online and I was cut off. But during those moments, I realized how exhausted my mind was, how much I had forgotten the value of silence, of boredom, of emptiness that doesn't need to be filled every second. Another crucial pillar was changing my physical habits radically. I started exercising regularly, Even on days when laziness tempted me, I changed my diet, cutting out ultra-processed foods that only increased my craving for quick hits. I prioritized quality sleep, respecting my natural rhythm. I discovered that the body directly influences natural dopamine production. If your body is out of balance, your mind becomes more vulnerable to impulses and distractions. Taking care of the body was taking care of the mind, and that connection was key to the protocol's success. But what really made the difference was the constant practice of mindfulness, learning to be present, to observe my thoughts and feelings, without judgment, to recognize when my mind craved that quick dopamine hit and consciously choose not to give in. Building that inner strength to face boredom, frustration, and desire was the real turning point. Because dopamine detox isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental. It's a daily training to reclaim control over your impulses and your life. Over time, the results became clear and powerful. Focus returned, true, steady, and sustainable focus. Energy stopped being fleeting and became a daily source. Motivation no longer depended on external stimuli but came from within, a genuine connection to myself. I reconnected with my priorities, my dreams, my passions. Life gained color, purpose, and meaning again. And I want you to know, if you feel like you're wasting your life, that time is slipping through your fingers, that dopamine has become your enemy, there's a way out. It's not easy, it's not fast, but it's absolutely possible. You're not alone in this journey. Start today with small but firm steps. Turn off your phone for 30 minutes. Take a walk without music or distractions. Meditate for 5 minutes. Write down your small daily wins. Every step counts. I'll be here, guiding you through this path because I know how much this change transforms everything. If you're ready to stop wasting your life and take the first step toward mental freedom, subscribe to the channel, leave a like and share this video. Your journey starts now and I'll walk with you every step of the way.